I'm usually up between 8 or 9 a.m. 6 a.m. morning routines. To be honest, that sounds like hell to me. I could not wake up at 6 a.m. But for some people, I know that works. For me personally, I let my body naturally wake me up around 8 to 9 a.m. And then I head straight to the gym. I usually skip breakfast. I'm sort of intermittent fasting, but not intentionally. I usually have dinner around 7 p.m. and then I won't eat again until lunchtime, which is around noon the next day. I've been going to the gym pretty much every single day for the last nearly a year now. I've just been pretty obsessive with it, mainly because I've seen a lot of progress and I see a lot of friends at the gym as well, so it's nice to see them too. Today was a back and biceps day, so I showed like 3 workouts, but I actually did a lot more than that. I'm usually there for around an hour to 2 hours. So I do get a lot of questions regarding my wardrobe setup, where I get my clothes from. As you can see, everything here is pretty much white, black and grey. I do have some blue clothing here and there. I have also started wearing sort of more like earthy colours, sort of brown colours and stuff like that. But yeah, most of my clothes are either from Uniqlo, Zara, Reiss or Ralph Lauren right now. Ralph Lauren is definitely obviously more of a sort of designer brand, and it's the brand that I've been investing in a bit more recently, mainly because I just feel like it's quite a classic brand and it's not too showy offy. It just has a small little logo and the quality of the clothing is also really good. But yeah, most of these items that you see here, Zara, Uniqlo. I've set up my knitwear like this just so that I can quickly grab whichever items I need. They're not super tidy right now, but it just makes it super easy to see what color top, what texture top, and then I can just pull out whatever I need. And then I have t-shirts and other sort of tops here, sweatshirts here, and then I have my trousers below. I have my trousers all set up nicely here, different colors going from sort of blue, black, gray to then like cream and white. And it's the same with my t-shirts. So right now I have all of my sort of blue t-shirts on one end, and then it goes to black and gray, and then slowly I'll actually go to the other side. And yeah, the other side of my wardrobe, it slowly goes from like gray and blacks to lighter grays, to browns, to earthy colors, and then white. That makes it super easy for me just to coordinate whatever top with my trousers. When it comes to aftershave or cologne, I have a few options here. I have been wearing this one a lot recently. I mean, it's a classic, right? Davidoff Cool Water. I have a few other ones back there, which I don't wear that often. I mean, I do wear this one, but I mainly wear this one to the gym. But my 2 favorites are definitely this one, the Chanel Sport. This one smells so good. I wear this sort of day to day. And then my ultimate is the sort of Tom Ford Oud Wood. This is more of a evening one that I wear in the evenings. It just has a really nice scent. It smells luxury, and it should, because it's so bloody expensive. After I get dressed, I usually go down straight to my computer before lunch and go through any quick emails, go through anything urgent that I need to get done. And then I usually have lunch around noon, and my lunch actually hasn't changed much since my previous day in the life. It's literally chicken and rice and some vegetables. I also recently got this very interesting drink called Mogu Mogu. It is incredible. It is so cool. It has like bits in it. I've never really seen it before, but it has bits in it with the drink and you can chew on the bits. It's not very healthy because it's very sugary, but it tastes so damn good. And then after lunch, I head straight to the studio. My main machine right now is the MacBook Pro, and I have it hooked up to a Pro Display XDR. And yeah, at the studio, I do any work that I need to do for the day. I usually decide on the day what to do for that day. And today I ended up working on my video creator course. So if you guys haven't already checked it out, make sure to check out video creator course. It's just sort of a course that I've built regarding how to make high quality videos and how to make money from making videos as well for platforms like YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. You know what's wild? It's that it's been 3 years now. I think nearly 3 years since I made that video on my channel where I said to everyone that I had cancer, it was a really hard video to make at the time. I remember when I made that video, I was thinking like, do I make this video? Do I publish it? But I thought to myself at the time, like I had to make this video. Like I had to let people know what's going on. And I wanted to reach out to other people and sort of speak to other people who were going through what I was going through, and almost have reassurance. Making that video and sharing it online was probably one of the best things I did for my own mental health and for all the other people who got in touch with me who were going through the same thing. People were asking me about the time about my mental health and how I was doing and whether, you know, cancer sort of affected my mental health. Being told that you have cancer will of course mess with your mental health. You will be thinking all different types of things, but I was thankfully at the time, I had a lot of support from people around me. I never really thought to myself, oh, you know, it's all downhill from here. I just thought to myself, I'm just going to go through the treatment and I'll be fine. So my mental health at the time, I knew how important it was, and I was very fortunate to have other people around me. That also leads us well into the paid partnership I have with BetterHelp. So BetterHelp is an online-based therapy service that has a huge network of credentialed and experienced therapists. The therapists on offer can help with a range of issues, including depression, anxiety, relationships, trauma, grief, and more. The way it works is you fill out a simple questionnaire to make sure you get matched with the right therapist for you. Once matched, you can then schedule sessions for times that work for you. It doesn't have to be a live video or phone call either. You can just text chat if that's what you prefer. I know some people can feel uncomfortable being on camera and sort of talking live, so this is a great alternative. You can also message your therapist at any time and from anywhere. There's various different ways you can stay in touch. They're there for you. You can give it a try by using my link, betterhelp.com/Olia, to get 10% off your first month. Please do check them out. I can't stress enough how important my mental health was at the time when I was going through my cancer. And you can even gift this to other people who you think might be struggling or whatever. Very important issue. I feel like I can't stress enough, mental health is something that shouldn't really be a taboo. And it's why I made that video in the first place. It's why I shared my cancer video, because I didn't want it to be a sort of thing that I'm hiding or that's a taboo or shouldn't really be talked about. One of the main reasons I did it was so that more people were comfortable with sharing what they're going through. So yeah, make sure to check out BetterHelp. Thanks to them for sponsoring this video. I think it's always funny doing these day in the life videos because I'm having to set up the camera before I do anything. It just feels very unnatural, but obviously I just want to share what I'm doing day to day. But yeah, having an office space which is away from my home, this is a separate studio space, is an absolute lifesaver for me. It's very close to my house as well. It takes me less than 10 minutes to get here. It gives me that separation of like, I'm coming here to do work, then I'm going home to chill, to relax. Many of you do ask, how do I stay productive? How do I stay motivated? So for me, when it comes to doing actual work, I only work, I'd say 5 to 6 hours a day of actual work. Sometimes less, sometimes more. It really depends on how I feel at the time, because I don't think it's healthy to have this sort of lifestyle of every hour needs to be productive. Every hour you need to be doing something that's important and it's going to make you money and it's going to make you a better person, all these different things. I think that is silly. I think setting aside a few hours every day where you get proper stuff done is more important than trying to drag out the whole day and trying to be productive every hour. I found for myself that I can be super productive for 4 or 5 or 6 hours in one go rather than 8 or 9 hours. Sometimes, like I said, it's less. Maybe I'm only productive for like 2 or 3 hours. And then for the rest of the day, it's just me browsing and sort of finding inspiration, watching stuff, because I love doing all this stuff anyway. So for me, it's part job, part sort of play. So it doesn't really feel like work all the time, but I know that sometimes I have to do stuff that I don't enjoy doing, and making sure those are done within those hours just makes it so much easier when it comes to going home, doing whatever I like at home. Maybe I go out as well. Just having that freedom of, okay, look, I've done what I need to do today. For the rest of the day, I can relax and just chill. The way I see it as well, doing sort of creative work, I see myself working in sort of seasons. So for example, for a few weeks or a few months, I'll be super productive. I found a project that I really enjoy doing and I'll be honing down on that project. I'll be doing whatever I can to finish that project. Once that sort of season is over, I'll have maybe a few weeks or maybe a few months of break. When I say a break, it's not necessarily that I've stopped working altogether. I'm just not working as hard. I'm not working as intensely. And recently I actually had one of my off seasons where I've started traveling a bit, going on holidays a few times, spending more time just outside because it's the summer. So when it comes to summertime, I do see it as sort of off season for me. It's not the time that I'm working super hard and working all hours of the day. I think any sort of creative job requires this, and it also helps when it comes to burnout. What I've also found important to me is that I don't have a sort of rigid routine, rigid structure. I can shuffle things around. Maybe something comes up, maybe something else comes up, maybe an event, maybe seeing a friend is in town or something like that. I can shuffle things around. For me, the freedom is the most important thing, and it's why I love doing what I do. Having this sort of job, having this sort of freedom, I'm super fortunate, super lucky. But then at the same time, I've sort of worked to have that freedom, because I did have the few years, I think, from around 18 to 22, 23, I was very much head down, just trying to do as much work as possible, trying to create the freedom, trying to make something of myself, in a sense of trying to learn some skills, trying to be productive, trying to figure out where I want to go in life. Having those really productive years has now really helped me later in life have a lot more freedom. After I finished up at the studio, I head home around 6 p.m. When I got home, I actually took delivery of the new Sonos Arc and I wanted to replace my Sonos Beam. The Sonos Beam is great, but I just found it a bit too small. Even though the sound quality was amazing, I did just think it was a bit too small and the sound stage wasn't that wide. So yeah, upgrading to the Sonos Arc, it looks incredible. It's so much wider than the Sonos Beam and it sounds absolutely incredible. It's such a big step up from the Beam. The clarity I'd say is the same as the Beam, sort of voices and music and stuff like that. But because there's more speakers in it, because it's wider, the sound stage is wider. My living room feels a lot more full with sound because of this soundbar. And yeah, I have it set up as a full Sonos surround system. So I have two Era 100 speakers either side of the sofa, and I also have a sub mini. After that, I had dinner, and usually I like to watch some TV with some dinner. I'm actually re-watching Breaking Bad, one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I seem to just watch it at least once a year. And then around 8 p.m, I usually head to my gaming setup. So I do love to game a lot in the evenings. I've been obsessed with playing Overwatch 2 recently. I don't know what it is, that game to me right now is just addictive. I'm not even very good at it, but ever since getting this new OLED monitor as well, it's just so much fun playing Overwatch 2. I'm absolutely obsessed. And yeah, that is it for the day in the life video. That is a pretty standard day in the life for me. Not too complicated, it is quite easy. I like to keep it easy. I'm not really someone who likes to have a lot going on. Sometimes my evenings do change, sometimes my days do change. Evenings, I'm sometimes seeing friends or family. In the day, sometimes I could be randomly going to an event, going into London, seeing someone else that's in town. So what I just shared is my usual structure. But like I said earlier, I do have the freedom to be able to change it whenever I like. And that's the best thing about it. But this routine right now works for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out one of my other videos. I recently uploaded a house tour for 2023. Haven't done a house tour in a long time and a lot of you have been requesting it. So yeah, house tour video is up on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.